Welcome, Virgo, to your energy reading for what you need to hear right now. Of course, as always, take what makes sense for you and your story. If anything does connect, if you don't mind liking, commenting, subscribing, it really does help me out a lot being a new YouTuber, but welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Let's just go ahead and get into it, whatever cards need to come out for you. And let's see what Spirit has for Virgos at this time. Okay, we have the Four of Swords. I don't know if you're dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Maybe you have that in your chart. Does that have to be? Let's see. Okay. All right, so we have a few cards here talking about needing to find your center. I feel like I want to get another card here, though, before I continue. You know what? I actually think this is the card. So we're going to go with it. All right, so we have the Four of Swords here. This is the air energy I'm talking about, but this is the Four of Swords, which represents finding peace of mind, finding rest, relaxation. This can talk about meditation. This can talk about finding... did I say rest already? Maybe I did. I feel like I repeated myself a few times. So sorry about that, Virgo. But I just want to say that there's something about maybe a time of like things being very either blah, dull, uninspiring, uninteresting, maybe just boring in general. But I feel like that is fading. I do feel like there's something about like your vision too, because, you know, swords in the tarot can represent the mind, your perspective, information, truth, knowledge, things like that. So it's just like there's something about you, especially with how you see in this card here, the illustration. This person is looking at what almost looks like a painting, but what this is kind of representing to me is like there are a lot of things that may be dull and boring and uninteresting, but there's also a lot of things about life that are interesting and that are life-giving and fulfilling. So what I'm trying to say about this perspective message here is that Virgo, you're being called to focus on what is lighting you up on the inside, what is exciting, what is passionate, what is creative, what is beautiful. Like instead of, and not saying you're necessarily doing this, but you'll know if you are, that if you are finding yourself being pessimistic, more negative, or complaining a lot about which you know, complaining can be very valid. So I'm not saying like if you are complaining that it's for no reason, but at the same time, it's like, how are you choosing to be in your mind? What kind of thoughts are you choosing to think? And how are you directing your focus? Are you focusing on the glass half full, or are you focusing on the glass half empty? Are you focusing on what's working and going well for you, or are you focusing on what's not working and what is annoying and you know, causing any type of complaint coming up? This card does talk about postponement, so there could also be a message here about something not happening fast enough for you. But I want you to know, the more that you are focused on what is working, and also having faith, not losing hope that what it is that you are maybe waiting on around this time, that it is still on its way to you, and things are working out for you, even though it may not fully seem like it yet. Because another message I want to say, wow, my nose is itching really strongly. So this is actually a message for me as an empath reader, that you're being watched over and divinely guided, which I do feel at the bottom of this deck here as well, which I'll get to. Because you have the Temperance card, which is Sagittarius energy, and this is represented by Archangel Michael as well. So there's just something here about you being divinely guided, supported. Maybe there's a loved one on the other side for you guys, if there's someone you've been thinking of or missing. Maybe that could be part of this Four of Swords energy, that like, you know, not having this person around is like life just isn't the same without this person. That could be for a very select few of you. But that was a side message, because my nose just started itching very strongly. But what I was going to say in this card about your perspective, that when you're able to look at what's beautiful, what is working, that starts to bleed into your energy. Because I feel like a lot of you, there could have been a lot of negative things, or this like, and my eye is itching, which I feel like is in alignment with the your sight, your vision, your perspective, you seeing things clearly, or being able to see the bigger picture of your situation versus just like focusing on what's not working, what's not fun, what's boring, what's uninteresting, what's uninspiring. And I don't know if some of you have even like lost your spark in some way. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on with my eye. My eye was perfectly fine before. I don't know if some of you are having vision issues, literally. I'm not a doctor, so go get checked out if you need to. I don't know if there's something that you're not seeing, like happening in your life, that like something behind the scenes that you don't know about that could be also going on, because there's something as well with this Five of Wands, because the Five of Wands talks about other people, conflicts, disagreements, arguments. So, I do feel like maybe there has been, and I don't know if you've been dealing with the fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, could be an earth sign or an air sign, because you also have the the Knight of Pentacles, which is an earth sign person. And I'll get to that card in a moment, but I just feel like there's something about the Five of Wands and this Four of Swords. Like, you are finding out something, or you are recognizing something that was hidden before or blended in before. Like, you're starting to recognize the truth of a situation because of some sort of fight, argument, disagreement, or maybe there's a truth that, like I said, comes to light out of this situation. Maybe you find something out about somebody, and then that's what causes this fight, argument, or disagreement, or falling out in some way. There is some sort of change happening with your vision, and whether that's physically or metaphorically, something like this. I don't know what this change is about, but I just want you to not let whatever challenges do arise around this time get the best of you, or steal your peace of mind. It may feel like there are others even standing in your way or blocking your clarity when it comes to like seeing things in a good way, or trying to see the bigger picture, or the positive, optimistic things about this situation, when it's like, well, I mean, we're not getting along, so I don't know how I'm supposed to see it as a good thing. Well, you can see it as like an opportunity for change and growth, and that sometimes things need to get a little messy before they can be cleared up again, especially because the Source talks about communication as well. So there could be something about, again, some argument, conflict that is brought to some sort of resolution. But what I want to say with this Knight of Pentacles is to slow down, especially if you have been, in a more intense energy, or like trying to push things forward, or finding yourself being impatient in any way, because this card is saying literally slowing down, and this is a turtle, so it's kind of like slow and steady wins the race. And I also want to say with this rainbow, this is very much in alignment with this Four of Swords, because you see how the colors are, this rainbow energy. This is what I'm saying. You're being called to tap into faith and trust that everything is truly working out for you. And again, just like how this person is looking at the color image, they are starting to turn to color. So again, this something about the change within your perspective and your energy, and also in this turtle energy, because there's the rainbow of the promise that there are better days ahead. Everything is going to work out for you. You're going to get your wish fulfillment or manifestation, whatever it is. But because this turtle is focused on that and is taking the steps, whether they're baby steps or large steps, but turtles take their time. They go at their own pace. They're not in a rush. And even if other people are rushing them, they're like, bitch, I'm a turtle. I'm going to take my time. And, I can turn into a ninja turtle if I need to. But, again, that's why I was going to say with this card too, I didn't say it, but what came to mind is taking the higher road and just not fighting fire with fire. not stooping to that level, and knowing your sense of value and self-worth, and focusing on, it's like having blinders on and just focusing on your path moving forward. Don't let the obstacles or other, annoying people get in the way of you moving towards your blessings, moving towards better times, a better energy, a better perspective, and also taking care of yourself to work through whatever challenges you have had, so that you're not, again, looking through the lens of like sadness, disappointment, like not receiving what you deserve, and being pessimistic about kind of where you are on your journey, if that makes sense. But I want to say lastly, because even in the Temperance card, there's the rainbow again, which I hadn't really paid attention to before. But you also have the yin and yang. So this is, again, an energy of balance. I'm seeing 111 on my clock. So again, a new beginning that is coming through for you, the ending of one cycle, the beginning of a new cycle. And this is a new cycle of balance and harmony, and you tapping into your power. And this is a card of integration. So it's like also understanding there's always going to be positive things, negative things, things we like, don't like about a situation. So it's being able to, on purpose, focus on the beauty of where you are, and just staying in your own lane and going your own pace, and trusting and having faith that the universe has got your back, and that things are truly working together for you, and that really any challenges that come up are opportunities for growth, and are just going to help you really step into your power more, and understand what it is you don't want, so you can focus on what you do want. And maybe there will be some realizations about certain people, places, or things that just are no longer in alignment for you. And maybe there is an energy of like moving for some of you, like going in a different direction. So that won't be for everyone, but of course, take what makes sense for your story. Hopefully this was helping in some way, Virgo. Let's go ahead and get a Moonology. Okay, well, that's in perfect alignment, because you have the new moon in Capricorn. So again, earth energy. I don't know if you're dealing with the earth sign. This is saying your hard work is paying off. So it's, again, this confirmation of slow and steady wins the race. I'm telling you, this is like, you're not able to fully see it with the new moon energy. This is a new cycle, like I'm saying with the Temperance card. This is a new cycle you're about to step into. So it's hard to really see with your vision, with your perspective, how things are working out for you because of your circumstances and the challenges that are presenting themselves. But again, it's not giving up. It's continuing to move forward, even in an energy of unknown or unsureness or fear, doubt, worry, anxiety, stress, whatever it is, and trusting that whatever work you are doing, that as long as you're doing what you can, that's enough. And yeah, balance spirituality with practicality, with the full moon in Pisces. So it's like you needing to balance your emotions. That's why, again, the Four of Swords can talk about healing and finding rest and relaxation. But to be able to meditate and connect, receptivity with the Queen of Cups, more water energy, emotional healing. And then the Four of Wands, which is success and victory, 11-11. So not only do you have 1-1-1, you have 11-11 too. So again, confirmation of this new beginning, success, harmony, and relief after a lot of hard work, because it's going to pay off. I'm telling you, Virgo. But I hope this helped you and connected. Please let me know down below. It really does help out. If you would like to donate and support my channel or book a reading with me, you can do so through my link tree down below. Thank you to all of those who have sent donations. It really means a lot, so thank you. But thanks for choosing me to read your energy. And until next time, have a blessed day.